debut for you? Is that exactly how you drew it up?
I mean, looking back, yeah, but I was just looking to go in there and just, you know, try and hold the emotions down and throw the ball over the plate and kind of just see what happens. And it ended up going really well, and I was really happy with it.
Did you have any idea of what situation you would get in or win, or how, you know, once you got the call to get up, what was that like? Kind of take us through that, if you will.
Well, I kind of got told to move around a little bit at the beginning of the game just to stay loose. So I just tried to do my best job of, like, you know, keep my arm loose and ready if my name got called. And then I kind of sat down for a little bit and then ended up saying, you know, you're going to have the 8th inning. So it was good for that to happen because I'm not really used to a bullpen role. So it's kind of a learning experience of always being ready and being ready when your name's called. And, you know, I got loose and I felt really good and just took it in from there.
What was it like working with Jose? It seemed like he realized very early on you had it working, and it was just kind of let you do your thing. At least that's what it appeared. Was that the case?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Jose for a few years now, and very comfortable guy to be around. He makes you feel welcome right from the beginning, and he did a good job of that right when I first got on the mound, and, you know, calming me down a little bit and just telling me to take it all in. And I just went back to, like, what got me here in the first place and going back to the basics. And, you know, he's a guy you can trust behind the plate. Obviously, he's a very good catcher, and I just felt really comfortable.
Did you check your phone to see how many texts and phone calls you had?
Yeah, I checked it briefly. I scrolled down and looked at a few names, but it's just really exciting. It's hard to put it into words, like how I'm feeling right now. It's been a long time coming, and it's honestly a dream coming true. So,
well, congratulations, Beth. That's all for me.
Thank you.
Other questions, Levi?
One of the things we hear, I think, a lot from guys in the Rangers organization that have Tommy John surgery or something else that keeps him down for a while is that crew in Arizona, how they work on not just your physical recovery, but also keeping your mind in a good place while you're recovering. What was your experience like with that crew out there in Arizona?
It was definitely a very positive experience. It was one of those things where your life takes a curve, and you gotta basically take everything that you got inside you to stay positive, because you're sitting down there in Arizona and you're hurt and guys are passing you, and obviously you're seeing that and you're hoping, or you're thinking, oh, that could have been my opportunity, but that can't be the way that you look at things. You got to just stay with your routine and your process of knowing, like, it's not my time right now, but it's coming. And it was hard at first when I first got hurt, but then being around those guys who also have similar injuries, it's very relieving, and, like, being able to ask questions and stuff like that. So it's definitely a good group down there, and I'm very thankful that I had them when I got injured.
Right on. And then one other question for me is, you know, I think a lot of guys, when they dream of making their big league debut, they're like, all right, we've got, you know, X number of family members in the stands. I want this friend to be there. Yeah. Was that weird or disappointing? I mean, did you talk to your family at all today about, like, hey, so it's happening, I'm sorry you can't be there?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little disappointing, I'd say, just because, you know, my family's been by my side and my girlfriend's been by my side through this whole thing. And, you know, you kind of want to celebrate with them. Mm-hmm. But in the time that we're in right now, it's just something that physically can't be done. So we're going to save that time for whenever it is in the future, if it's this off season when we can get together and celebrate and kind of celebrate the journey that I've been on and where I've come from to be here. So it's something that definitely is a little disheartening, but also it's something that we can definitely celebrate in the future.
Right on. Thanks, man.
Other questions? TR.
Kyle, what was your emotions walking in from the bullpen? And then what was your emotions after you struck out the side? That must have been incredible.
Yeah. Going in, my heart was beating pretty fast. Kind of all different thoughts going through my head. I tried to, simplify it and keep it down to one or two thoughts at a time. But out there, when it's your first time and you're facing, the Seattle Mariners, like, I got to be ready to go. And I felt like I did a good job of keeping my emotions down and, staying in the moment and not letting it get away from me. So, and then after the inning, it was kind of just like a feeling of excitement and, teammates coming up to me and saying, like, great job. And, it's just an awesome experience, especially for my first time being out here.
Other questions? Anything else, Jeff?
Considering where you were last year and maybe a little bit delayed this spring, did you even anticipate that this opportunity would come to you this year?
To be honest with you, probably not, just because, I was in a regular season, I was probably, planning on going to Frisco and starting there and being a starter and, getting into a routine. And the bullpen role kind of just came on to me almost all of a sudden. And I was just like, I'll take any opportunity that's given to me. And, I felt like that was a really that's the decision I wanted to make. I wanted to get up to the big leagues. So to answer your question, no, I didn't think that that's how I'd make my debut, but I'm very grateful for the opportunity and to be here. So
very good. Thank you.
Anything else for Kyle? Dave Raymond, are you waving your hand?
I am. So Kyle, it's obviously a strange question on the day you made your debut, but if you were to celebrate with apple pie tonight, would you put a slice of cheese on it? And is that how you normally eat your apple pie?
No, I'm not that crazy. I'm from Wisconsin, but I put cheese on just about everything. I don't think apple pie would be one of them.